It's no secret that this is, let me raise the mic right here. And I will lower it for our student speaker again. It's no secret this is my favorite day. It's hard to hold back the tears as you guys are walking in. This is a very special school because we get to be with kids for a lot longer than some schools do. I've known these kiddos for a very long time, and it makes me very proud that they are here and that they have arrived at this big day. So I'm very proud of that. Without further ado, I would like to ask a couple of our underclassmen to come up because this is a tradition here. We always have some underclassmen come up and lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. So I'm going to ask for Mr. Kwan to come up right now and start our pledge for us and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And also Bailey is going to join us. So if everyone could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated, and let's give them a big round of applause. It takes a lot of courage to come up and do that. Way to go, today. And now I would like to, if you are one of our teachers in the house today who had anything to do with, and I mean anything, I especially want to honor our high school folks who have been with these kids for the last 4 years, but if you've had anything to do with these graduates getting to this point today, could you please rise for a round of applause? We have the greatest teachers here. Thank you for that. Thank you, teachers. Teachers and staff, thank you. Dearest seniors, you've arrived at the end of a long journey. This is your day. Your families, teachers, and friends are here to celebrate your accomplishment. I'm very proud of each of you and am blessed to be able to leave you with some final words as you begin your adult journey. Okay, this is going to sound a little weird, but one of the reasons I'm where I am today is not because of my successes, but because of my failures. I actually didn't become a leader because I'm a highly successful person, but because I have failed over and over and over again in my life. When I was a young person finding my way, I made so many mistakes and failed at so many things. Even to this day, many of my ideas that I try to implement are epic failures. Some of the failures in my life have been embarrassing and could have completely knocked me down. Luckily, I've always had people around me to lift me up and keep pushing me onward and forward. Over time, I've also developed the necessary skills to learn from my failures, to pick myself up, dust myself off, and keep moving forward. As you enter your adult lives, I want you to realize that the measure of a person is not whether they fail or not, because you're going to fail. I promise you're going to fail at things. You're not living your best life if you don't fail at some things. The true measure of a person is what you do after you fail. Always be willing to learn from your mistakes. Reset your focus, and like I always say to my folks around here, keep moving onward and forward. Another important thing to understand is that the most common approach to learning is called trial and error. Notice that it isn't called trial and success. We call it trial and error because we humans are designed to try new things, but we're also designed to fail and recover from the new things that we try. Never be afraid to try new things in your adult life. You might make a mess of it, but you're going to be better for trying. As you can see, most advice on failure, including most of my own, is about how to persevere and continue to push forward even in the face of failure. That's good advice, but part of learning from failure is to step back and think. Sometimes that means not pressing onward and forward. At certain times, you will need to give up and move on to new ideas. I'd like to leave you with an analogy that I've heard so many times from so many people over the years. Have you ever noticed that a car has a very large windshield, but a very small rearview mirror? You need both, but the relative size is important. The things in front of you are much more important than the things behind you. Once again, keep moving onward and forward. As I close, I hope you'll remember that learning to fail is a vital skill as you move into your adult lives, and one that I hope you'll take the time to develop. I love each of you with my whole heart, and I wish you the very best as you set forth on your adult adventures in life. Congratulations. Now, as is tradition here, we have a speaker from our junior class who will be giving our senior address. And Mr. Ricky Capps, I've already heard the speech. It's amazing, and I'm so excited about this. So Mr. Ricky Capps is going to come up and give us his speech, Don't Let Fear Rule Your Life. Mr. Ricky Capps.
Greetings. My name is Ricky Cat. I'm an 11th grader and the president of the Cora Howe School Key Club. I'd like to welcome all of our guests. Most of all, I'd like to welcome the family and friends of the 2022 Cora Howe Senior Class. Would you please join me in welcoming the Cora Howe School 2022 Senior Class? Seniors, next year at this time, I'll be a senior that's starting a new chapter in my life. I can only imagine what you must be feeling right now. All of you have worked hard to get to this point in your life. I imagine that you all may feel a bit nervous about what lies ahead. I know that feeling. I have embarked on a new chapter in my life recently. I was hired at Kroger. I had never had a job before, and my teacher asked me if I wanted to work at Kroger. It made me feel nervous because I did not know what to expect. A lot of jobs raced through my mind. Even though I was nervous about working, I felt also satisfied and continued to move forward. As I applied and interviewed for the job, I found that it was not as serious as I thought. Things have worked out. I learned a very important lesson. Don't let fear rule your life. The poet Ralph Emerson reminds us that fear defeats more people than anything else in the world. Les Brown, a world famous speaker, believes that too many of us are not living our dream because we are living our fear. Seniors, don't let yourself and your dream be conquered by fear. I am not promising you that life will always be easy. What I am promising you that is, life lived with courage will make you a much stronger person. Live your life with courage to always move forward. I leave you today with a thought from Nelson Mandela. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Seniors, you have overcome a lot of obstacles to get to this point in your life. Courage, your fear, with strength and bravery. You have a real chance to make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Don't let fear stand in the way of your dreams. Thank you.
Ricky, that was awesome. Let's give him another round of applause. He worked so hard on that. Way to go, Ricky. And now it's my honor to welcome a former colleague and actually a former supervisor of mine. But he goes much deeper than that. He was always a great thought partner and a great friend to me and to Cora Howe, and I'm very happy that I finally was able to get him to come in and be our commencement speaker. It took a couple of years. But Mr. Bill Warren, if you could come take the mic and give us our commencement address. Mr. Bill Warren.
Good morning, everybody. It's my honor to be here. It's like being the worst basketball player having to follow, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. So I apologize in advance, but I will not be as elegant as these speakers were. So what a great day for parents, teachers, principals, and graduates. You are more special than you think. Did you know 25% of all ninth graders in Tennessee don't complete high school? That's 1 out of every 4 high school students never finish. And you, ladies and gentlemen, stuck to it and you completed something that many people can't do. Did you know that high school graduates earn about $9,000 more a year than students who do not finish? That should help you all a lot. And then when it comes Mother's Day and Father's Day, you can buy good presents for your folks. You've overcome great odds to earn your diploma. So many students start, yet so many never finish. Learning to finish what you start is a terrific accomplishment, and no one can take that away from you. It takes courage to not back down from a challenge, even when things are tough. Walking away is the easy way out. Making excuses is the easy way out. Blaming others is the easy way out. Acting like school doesn't matter is the easy way out. Well, when you're on a job and you think work is so hard, remember you have already achieved one of the hardest things in your life. You have successfully completed 12 years of school. You have proven that you know how to work hard, follow directions, get along with teachers and fellow students. You are proven winners. I also would like to add, parents, thank you all for sending your children here. It's our honor to have your children in this school. And parents, if you get an opportunity, this school is a special place. Great teachers, a wonderful leader. But these people to my right are a huge reason why this school continues to thrive. And folks, there's no one better than right here, Dr. Patrick. To the right is my adopted son, Carl Carter. When Carl was a teacher at the Academy of Cockrell, We made his life plan, he just didn't know it. I told him, you're gonna be an assistant principal. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're gonna take my place when I leave. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. And when I left the district, fortunately, they let him take his place. He has outshined me, I assure you, tenfold. We have a wonderful school board member. Now, folks, you don't get to say that very often. I promise you, school boards are really interesting places to look at. But Ms. Boggs has just been a huge supporter of public ed and kids in general, and we are fortunate to have her as a board member here. Of course, I've got the director over here, special ed, Dr. Debbie McAdams, who's one of the great people in my life I've ever had the fortune of. And she helps to make sure that funding gets here, things go the way they're supposed to do. And then we have Ms. Cassie Williams who also makes sure that everything flows right. So if you all get an opportunity after you hug your children and take numerous pictures, I hope, please say hello to these people because they care greatly about your children. It's my honor. Congratulations, folks. I could not be prouder of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Bill Warren. I really appreciate that. Every year, as is tradition, I give an inspiration award at graduation to a graduating senior. Unfortunately, I think that the senior who was receiving this award from me today is not here. He is walking with his School of Zone high school because, as we all know, some of our students split part-time here and attend part-time at their Schools of Zone and part-time here. Mr. Calvin Smith, if he was here today, would be getting the Principal Inspiration Award. So let's all give him a big round of applause. So unfortunately, he was not able to be here. And so at this time, Mr. Mahaffey, do you want to come up to do yours? Okay, come on up. This is our assistant principal, Mr. Mahaffey. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, so every year I have the honor of presenting the Senior of the Year Award, and this year's recipient was enrolled at Cora Howe in the fall of 2021. The student faced many difficulties and many challenges as he adjusted to life here at Cora Howe. And I hope the student doesn't mind me mentioning this, but I mean, his behavior when he came here resulted in him being moved to our most restrictive level of red. And throughout his challenges, he would often just come to me and he would say, I just want to go back to my school zone, which would be Hunter's Lane. But, unfortunately at the time, his behavior wouldn't allow him to return to Hunter's Lane. And so, and I have to admit, at the time, I didn't know how, he was going to do it. And so I told him, though, if you get off the red level, we'll go take a tour of Hunter's Lane. And, I've been with this program since 2001. And I've seen a lot of students work hard to transition back to their school zone. However, I have never witnessed such a drastic turnaround as I witnessed with this student. Before I knew it, the student had worked his way off red. As promised, we went on a tour of Hunter's Lane. After the tour, the student asked me, "Hey, Mr. Mahaffey, when can I go to Hunter's Lane?" And I told him that the agreement was he had to work his way off the next level, which was yellow. And once again, the student wasted no time working his way off yellow. He was determined to return to his school of zone, and as you probably guessed, he made it happen. Earlier this semester, Mr. Calvin Smith successfully transitioned to Hunter's Lane High School. I've never seen anything like it. And often when I talk to students about them transitioning to their school of zone, students will ask me to send them back to their school of zone. Like I am the one who makes it happen. But I just tell the students, I say, I'm the middleman. I'm just the middleman. It is the student who makes this happen. It is the student who makes this happen. I feel that Calvin heard this. He realized that he is the one who makes things happen in his life. He is the author of his story. He is in control of his life. And I hope that as Calvin moves forward, he takes these lessons that he learned and applies them to other aspects of his life. Now, as Mr. Winfrey mentioned, Calvin is walking at Hunter's Lane. He's done such a great job. He's going to be walking over there. Tomorrow, he's going to be walking across the stage and receiving his diploma. And we are so proud of him. So he is not with us today, but I still want to welcome and congratulate Mr. Calvin Smith as the Senior of the Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mahaffey. Okay, without further ado, Ms. Christian Buggs, the records of these students have been duly examined and found to be in accordance with the laws of the great state of Tennessee and the policies of the Metropolitan Nashville Public School System. I am proud to recommend the class of 2022 of Cora Howe School for graduation. I certify that each graduate has completed all the requirements necessary to receive a high school diploma with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges bestowed upon each graduate. Ms. Christian Buggs.
On behalf of the Metropolitan Nashville Board of Education, it is my honor to certify this graduation process and the awarding of high school diplomas to the 2022 graduates of Cora Howe School. I further attest the students receiving these diplomas today have met or exceeded all graduation requirements mandated by Metro Nashville Public Schools and the State of Tennessee Department of Education. The Board of Education congratulates these students and their family members. It has been an honor to have you in our schools, and we wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for. All right, graduates, if you could please rise. Dignitaries, please rise. Thank you. I present to you Cheyenne Tierra Barrow. Miss Madison Danielle Mangum. Mr. Jared Martavis McLaughlin. Way to go, guys. And not in attendance, Montarius Alawumi and Calvin Lee Smith, who will be walking up the Schools of Zone. Let's give them a round of applause. And now, graduates, everything has been confirmed. You may move your tassel. Family and friends, staff and students, ladies and gentlemen, friends of Cora Howe School, it is my greatest honor to present to you the Cora Howe School Class of 2022. Families and friends, we have a very fun photo booth outside, out front. There will be staff to direct you there where you guys can have a big old booth taking pictures with your graduates and your families. So please move out towards the front of the school. Staff will direct you to where our photo booths are. Thank you for attending today.